Monster here on Team Forever G, and welcome to some Star Wars Battlefront 2. So today I'm going to talk to you guys about the new roadmap that has been released by EA for Star Wars Battlefront 2. This roadmap is going to be taking place for this month of April and going through the month of June. Now, please have the disclaimer that these roadmaps are always willing to be changed, and they have been changed in the past. For example, the creators behind Battlefront 2 have talked about how the infiltrator class of the ARC troopers and commando droids were not even in the roadmap for capital supremacy. It was a huge surprise to a lot of people when they were released. But anyways, let's go get started with this month of April 2019. Apparently when it comes to capital supremacy, April 24th, we are going to be getting an additional location. An existing Star Wars Battlefront 2 Clone Wars era planetary location is added to the Capital Supremacy game mode. It's interesting because of the fact that it is a Clone Wars era planetary location, and in Star Wars Battlefront 2, I believe off the top of my mind, there is only 4 Clone Wars era maps. That is Geonosis, Kashyyyk, Naboo, and Kamino. So this is going to be very hinted towards being either Kashyyyk, Naboo, or Kamino. My personal opinion about this is I really want it to be Kashyyyk, and I really want them to bring back the original Battle of Kashyyyk from the original Battlefront 2. Or even the original Battlefront, the Kashyyyk Islands. That would even be amazing. You know, I think this would be a very good opportunity for them to experiment with that, and it would just be very, very cool if they were to bring back one of the original 3 Kashyyyk maps from the original Battlefronts. You have Kashyyyk Village from the original Battlefront, Kashyyyk Islands from the original Battlefront, then you have Kashyyyk from the original Battlefront 2. Let me know what your guys' opinions are of what map they are going to be introducing, because it is it's an existing Clone Wars era map. Would you guys rather want Kashyyyk, Kamino, or Naboo first? Alright, so moving on to May of 2019, it is the same exact thing. Capital supremacy, additional location, an existing Star Wars Battlefront 2 Clone Wars era planetary location is added to the Capital Supremacy game mode. And this is also just another hint that we are going to be getting, again, either Kashyyyk, Kamino, or Naboo during May of 2019. And personally, I would want Kashyyyk first. I said earlier that I want it to be one of the original Kashyyyk maps. Now, when it comes to May, and if this were to happen, we would have Naboo and Kamino left. And this is where it gets tricky, because I would want to say Naboo, and I would also want to say Kamino. It's just the fact of trying to figure out what kind of map would we really want, or personally what I would want for Naboo and Kamino for the mode of capital supremacy. So let's go into that May is Naboo. Naboo is a lot easier to talk about than Kamino, to be flat out honest. So Naboo, in my personal opinion, I would really want to see Naboo planes from the original Star Wars Battlefront. Naboo Plains was such an amazing map, in my personal opinion, when it comes to the original Star Wars Battlefront. And they are also in May, or this could have been part of the hotfix that they were having, current hotfix, about the AI for capital supremacy. They could change the AI if they did Naboo to Gungans. Like, imagine just random AI Gungan warriors running around fighting for the Republic, with the Republic, against the Separatists. I think that would just be amazing and really cool. Now, one of the things that we do have to keep in mind, though, is capital supremacy. Although new maps are awesome, all that kind of stuff, it's not like a new twist. There's still capturing the command post and then going to the capital ship. So I believe Naboo should definitely be planes. I really don't see Naboo being anything other than the original Naboo Plains map, or just a Naboo Plains, to be flat out honest. And I'm saying flat out honest way too much in this video. I think it's like, what, like the 4th time I've said it in this video. Anyways, that's all when it comes to May, when it comes to capital supremacy. However, there is something else going on in May, and that is Heroes vs. Villains core mechanics rework. The core mechanics of the Heroes vs. Villains game mode are changed, including the removal of the target system. Now, personally, I don't know what this target system is. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. I don't play Heroes vs. Villains enough to actually be so engaged to the technicalities of how everything works. I'm in there either raging or celebrating. It's one of the two. It's never a mix. And usually it's me being angry at a Luke Skywalker. So, yeah. But core mechanic rework of Heroes vs. Villains, if this is going to be outside the target system, like not only just the target system, I really am hoping that they change one big... Well, here are a couple things I'm hoping for Heroes vs. Villains. So, the first thing I'm hoping for Heroes vs. Villains is this. I want them to change the respawn system. To go into more detail about that, I want it to be that whenever you are in a match and you die, you remain dead until the rest of your team is alive. Until the rest of your team is dead. I know people are going to be against that. But I really think that would be a little bit more balancing. Because then your team can focus on, okay, let's say you are a dark side team, you're composed of, I mean, in this day and age, it's usually Vader, Dooku, Maul, and Kylo Ren, to be flat out honest, is what I see pretty much all the time. And if it's not Kylo Ren, it's the Emperor. But let's say it's those four. Vader, Maul, Emperor. No, not Emperor. Vader, Maul, Kylo Ren, and Count Dooku. So it's you're the team of 4 of the dark side. Those characters you're going off against a team of, as usual, Anakin Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Luke Skywalker, and Lando Calrissian. So, as a team, you're going to want to see and strategize. Vader is your defending target. Lando Calrissian is the one that you are to destroy. So that means that Lando has the OMG overpowered, outstanding character of Anakin Skywalker, the runner noob Luke Skywalker, and you have Obi-Wan Kenobi. Is that who I said? Yeah, Obi-Wan Kenobi, who is just the troll master, to be flat out honest. I said it again. Gosh darn it. And so as a team with this little new mechanic, in my opinion, it would be you would have to sit there and strategize, okay, we can sit there just rushing, and it could most likely work. One person gets to Lando, but then again, Lando also will probably have a shock trap, and then it's power blast, and yeah, like you are done for. And going in with this, you're going to actually have to strategize, because not only is it we have to try to get rid of the target, it's if we die until the rest of the team dies. Unless the rest of the team is able to defeat the target. So you have to strategize and be like, let's say you are faced on the Heroes vs. Villains map of Geonosis. So you are going to have to sit there and come up with a plan of, we're going to have to take out probably Anakin first. Take out Anakin, and then try to whittle down Luke and Obi-Wan, maybe distract them, and maybe get 2 people on Lando at the same time from opposite sides. You know, like, just trying to get that little bit of strategy, I think, would make Heroes vs. Villains just a lot more fun to play, and not making you want to wish you didn't buy the game. Which, by the way, EA, capital supremacy, I think was a perfectly good idea to try to get back your players who returned the game. So, yeah. Anyways, that's my own personal opinion about Heroes vs. Villains. Anything else I can sit here and say would just be stuff that they really can't control. And that's just the fact that people are leaving the games because they lose, because they die, because they were the target. So now it's 9-10, and you lose a teammate. People rage too easily. You should not just sit there and quit now. Moving on. Because I have never rage quit a Heroes vs. Villains match in my life. Yeah, definitely not. Anyways. But yeah, that is Heroes vs. Villains. Again, it's the core mechanics to core mechanics rework. I'm talking way too fast right now. Anyways, and that is focusing on the removal of the target system. So moving on to June, which is as far as this is going, it is yet again Capital Supremacy additional location. Same thing, an existing Star Wars Battlefront 2 Clone Wars era planetary location is added to Capital Supremacy game mode. Again, this lines up into the same stuff as this upcoming April 24th, and then May, and now it's going to be June at the end of June, we will be having all 4 Clone Wars era planetary locations with a exclusive map, hopefully an exclusive map, for Capital Supremacy. My personal opinion, the order that should go is Kashyyyk, Naboo, crap, my mind just went blank. Yeah, Kashyyyk, Naboo, and Kamino. Now, Kamino is a very different subject. How do you sit here and keep making different unique Kamino maps when it's all buildings and bridges over an ocean filled with stuff that could probably kill you very easily? You know, who knows? Just an ocean, you know? Kamino had their mass flood and it almost made the entire species of Kaminoans extinct. All that kind of stuff, Star Wars history, whoop whoop, who cares? But Kamino is definitely one of those where I really don't see how it's going to work out well. I'm going to be surprised when they get to Kamino, if Kamino is the last one. And the reason why I have Kamino the last one on my personal list is because I don't understand how it's going to work out. You could sit here and bring in one of the original Kamino maps, preferably the original Star Wars Battlefront Kamino map, not the Battlefront 2. Although the Battlefront 2 was pretty cool. I like the original Battlefront Kamino a lot better. But yeah, I am just very excited for this in general. And that is all we have right now for the new roadmap of April through June 2019 for Star Wars Battlefront 2 by EA. Now again, please remember that these roadmaps are subject to change all the time. I believe it was actually described by one of the people at EA is that these maps are living beings. They work and they change and all this kind of stuff. Just try to give you an analogy, I guess, for them to let us understand what the roadmaps are, the changes. Again, there could be secrets that they're going to be hiding. I really wouldn't expect anything other than that. Is more secrets that they're hiding that is going to be like in the roadmap that we're not going to find out until the update happens. But yeah, I'm also very surprised that there's nothing talking about new heroes and villains. One of the very popular topics of conversation when it comes to these roadmaps, I'm not going to get into it in this video, is like it's a season. You know, we had the first season of Battlefront 2 was something, I think it was the Last Jedi season, and we got Finn and Captain Phasma. And then we had a Han Solo season. We got appearances from the Solo movie. And then we had a Clone Wars season. We got Grievous, Dooku, Anakin, Obi-Wan, and now Capital Supremacy. And it seems like all the way through June, at the end of June, that is where they're probably going to be ending the Clone Wars season. So personally, I'm expecting more Clone Wars heroes and villains to be coming up in the next 2 months. Maybe just one more hero and one more villain. And that's all I got to say about this roadmap, guys. Please let me know what you think about the roadmap. What would you want as the order for the Clone Wars maps to be? We already have Geonosis, so you can't mention that. What do you want? Kashyyyk, Naboo, Kamino, Naboo, Kashyyyk, Kamino, Kamino, Kashyyyk, Naboo, Kamino, Naboo, Kashyyyk, Naboo, Kamino, Kashyyyk. Like, what would you want as your own personal order for the Capital Supremacy maps for those planets? Please let me know in the comment section below. Other than that, make sure you hit that like video, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you are notified whenever I upload my next video. I have nothing else to say, but for you to have an awesome, God-blessed day.
I guess the Clankers will have to send us a big